As of the year 2020, the country of Spain is over 500 years old. However, its history goes back about 1,000 years before that. Modern Spain is located in what is known as the Iberian Peninsula. However, Spain was not always as big as it is today. It has a rich and complicated history. The most notable event in all of Spanish history is the Reconquista. For nearly 500 years at this point, the Romans were in charge of the Iberian Peninsula. However, around the year 500 AD, the Iberian Peninsula became under the rule of the Visigoths. The Visigoths were a branch of the Goths, which were the Germanic people who were a big part in the fall of the great Roman Empire. However, another people decided to conquer the Iberian Peninsula. In the year 711 AD, the Visigoths were conquered by the Moors, a Muslim people who lived in modern-day Morocco and Algeria. They came from the massive Umayyad Caliphate and called the Iberian Peninsula Al-Andalus. The Christian area established by the Visigoths were now being pushed back into a small northern kingdom called Asturias. Along with this, the Moors were moving upward, also trying to invade the Frankish Empire. The Moors people continued to push Asturias back north until in the year 722, when Pelagius, a Visigoth nobleman, rebelled against the Moors and started the Battle of Covadonga. The Visigoths won the battle, and the Reconquista, the effort to take back their land, was started. The next battle of the Reconquista was in 732, when the Moors attempted to invade more north. The Franks fought back with the Battle of Tours. This battle was victorious by a Frankish army led by Charles Martel, and they set the boundaries that the Moors could not cross. Moorish land on the Iberian Peninsula became Cordoba. The next battle of the Reconquista was from 799 to 801, when the Franks took back the city of Barcelona from the Moors. The Christian people of Asturias reached their last straw in 997, when a Moorish leader, Almanzor, ravaged through Galicia and burnt down the sacred shrine of Santiago de Compostela, stealing 3 sacred bells for their own great mosque. The Asturians had it, and around the year 1030 they had evolved into the Kingdom of Leon. While the Christian powers were rising, Cordoba broke apart into smaller divisions. This was the beginning of the latter part of the Reconquista. King Alfonso VI and his son conquered more and more of Moorish territory. The Almoravids from North Africa came to rule over the broken Cordoba. In the Battle of Sagrajas, the Almoravids defeated King Alfonso VI. Later, King Alfonso the Battler of Aragon defeated Zaragoza, but in 1195, the Almohads, another Moorish dynasty, defeated King Alfonso VIII of Castile in the Battle of Alarcos. This defeat was crushing for the Christian kingdoms, but in the year 1212, King Alfonso VIII and the kings of Aragon and Navarre defeated the Almohads. This was the greatest victory of the Reconquista. Much like what the Moors did to the Visigoths, the Christian kingdoms did to the Moors. The Moors were pushed back down into a southern area called Granada. During this reconquering of the Moors, the sacred bells were finally returned to Santiago de Compostela. In 1469, Fernando II of Aragon and Isabel of Castile were married and became the first king and queen of Spain, which was formed in 1479. In 1492, the conquest of Granada ends the near 800-year-long Reconquista to take back the Visigoths' land. Después de muchas batallas, España derrotó a los moros. Después de 700
70 años, España salió victoriosa. España ganó uno de los conflictos más largos de la historia. Después de la conquista de Granada, Cristóbal Colón recibió permiso para ejecutar su expedición. Si España hubiera perdido América del Norte y del Sur, no se habría descubierta durante mucho tiempo. I chose to make this video on the Reconquista because it is an epic story of the Visigoths triumphing over the invading powers of the Moors, a 770-year-long struggle of the Visigoths to retake their land seemed like an amazing origin story for the country of Spain.